Can use.
So,
all right.
Little blooper.
All right. So.
All right. You got it.
I've been sitting here for 2 hours sitting in this damn beach chair. I really need to get better friends.
Yo.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling. How you been? I ain't seen you in a while.
Can't complain, man. Sorry I was late. Yo, I was setting my hookah up.
It's all good. I was just sitting there chilling.
Now I'm good. You want some?
Nah, you don't do that.
Yeah, I know you want that healthy shit.
So what you been
What
up
up?
to?
Just relaxing, enjoying the summer.
I meant to tell you.
Yeah.
Guess where I went last week?
Cancun.
Nah, I went to Jay-Z Beyonce concert.
Oh, all right. How was that?
I mean, I didn't want to go because you know the whole lemonade, Solange, elevator. I thought it was gonna be kind of corny, like them, airing each other out.
I heard that shit was real expensive too, like $1,000 for a nosebleed or something.
You know I got the plug. So I'm sitting there with my girl, and I have this epiphany. I'm like, yo, this is actually super dope because like, I can never imagine being on that level, right? But just imagine everybody in your business, everybody knowing what you did. The girl drops an album about it, and then you guys actually get back together and grow stronger.
You know, I never heard that Lemonade, whatever, all that, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
I never heard the actual music. But yeah, I heard it was about him cheating on her and like her forgiving him or whatever. But some people say it was a publicity stunt to sell the album.
And it's pretty dope because like there's this one song she has like resentment, right? And like as a man, like I was just telling this to my boy, you never actually think about the other person when you cheat.
You don't think?
Nah, I mean, because like when you do it, right?
I think
right
you
now,
think about it.
Nah, but you don't. So this was you think about it from this perspective, right? A girl DMs you, like you see a girl, you're out with your boys, you hanging out. She hits you up and she's like, yo, you're trying to get this, and you take it, and you think about it from a standpoint of like, is she gonna find out? And you do everything so your girl doesn't find out, but you never actually think about the
only part you
scars
think.
Or the consequences, or like even like how cheating kind of makes that person feel about themselves.
100% you don't think about none of that. You think about not getting caught by that person. That's it. You don't care about an STD, bringing an STD home.
100% you don't.
You don't think about hurting that person's feeling because you think you're not going to get caught.
Or you don't even think about the fact that like this woman, this person, this woman, man, whoever, they still love you, and they got to take you back because they love you. But every day they feel a little bit less of a person because they let you do that. Yeah. And it was kind of dope to see like her take on it from her songs, and then Jay-Z's take of it like, yo, look, I was just fucking with chicks, so I was gonna get right back.
Song cry.
Yeah, like it was dope. So it definitely, and then what I saw from it was like,
so he admitted to it.
He said he did it.
Really?
And then like in his thing, he was like, yo, I saw how much I lost in that one decision.
That's very true. He definitely lost. Well, he still has her, but he lost the trust.
Yeah, like, and he could have lost everything. Like, he could have lost his kids. He could have lost
half of everything.
Everything.
Unless they did a prenup. They're business people. They probably did.
Kobe about to lose $150 million. I hate it had to be him. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
But it's crazy. Like, you really don't think about how much you could lose when you make those mistakes. Have you ever been in that situation before?
Where I got cheated on?
No, both. Where you got cheated on and you were the cheater.
Never been the cheater.
Okay,
good
all
guy.
right.
Cheated on, yes. And I had to do some real stupid, what do you call it, investigation to find out. And
okay.
What I did, yeah, it definitely hurt.
Now, how'd that make you feel, though?
Felt like a piece of shit because
I mean, you're a piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit, but I became a piece of shit because I got treated like a piece of shit. So when I found out, but I knew. I kind of knew, but I just needed that proof.
Yeah.
And that proof is what did it to me. It actually felt good because months of thinking of getting cheated on and then finally finding out, it was more of a relief than pain.
So like the validation of knowing like, all right, Shorty cheated on me and I'm not crazy made you feel a lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I've never actually cheated, but I've been in a situation where like I've like emotionally cheated.
Oh, you like was talking to somebody?
Yeah, like just like flirting or like comments and like stuff like that. And I think the number one thing that I never really thought about is kind of like Jay-Z. Like, you don't think about how that other person feels.
Not at all. Nobody.
Like, you know, you don't think about like how your girl's gonna take it seeing you tell someone else that they're
Oh, hold on. He's got pillows.
Oh shit. Like, you know, so you don't think about it from that standpoint.
Not at all. Nobody.
You're just sitting there, and like, and the worst part about it is social media, because like that person's not in front of you, so it doesn't even seem real.
Yeah.
It just seems like words, but you don't realize that
that's
those words.
That's another good topic though. Is that cheating? Because I've got asked that before, and I don't really know how to answer. You have a girl, or vice versa, your boyfriend or your girlfriend is talking to people through DM, but it's just like, let's say your girl has a photography page. Some guy hits her up every post she posts. Oh, it's a nice one. Where was that? Oh, I'm gonna check that place out. They only talk about photos, but then it ends up to like, how's your day going? How's work? You know?
Yeah.
When it gets a little personal, do you feel like that's cheating?
See, like for me, in the situation I was in, the best example of it that really, and it changed the way like I look at stuff now, even the way I talk to people, is if I gave my girl my phone and she went through the messages, and you know some Puerto Rican girls are crazy, so we're saying normal girl standards. Yo, we just gonna throw that out there,
100% right. The one that cheated was Puerto Rican.
So under normal circumstances, would she be comfortable with that conversation? Because like you all know, but I'm saying like if your girl, like if you couldn't give your girl the phone and tell her to finish the conversation for you, or type this while you're driving.
Like, yo, reply to her real quick for me.
Exactly. If you couldn't do that,
you
then it's
can't do that.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
And
I agree 100%. If you feel it's wrong, it's probably wrong.
100%. If it feels wrong, it's probably wrong. And this guy I know, I had him on my podcast, and he was telling me the biggest mistake people make is that they live their life as if they're single, but they're still in a relationship.
That makes a lot of sense. I agree.
Shit is hard though. I think it's like this whole social media thing. Like even just thinking about like, if let's say my girl did the same thing that Beyonce did to Jay, she would have posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bryan's a piece of shit. Blah 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 blah. Go get Becky with the good hair. All this kind of stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that shit sucks.
That's putting your personal, so judgmental.
Yeah, you're putting your personal information out for the world to see. That's corny.
And then on top of that, right? She can't even forgive me now, because now she got to worry about however many people following her, calling her stupid for forgiving me.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing. You forgive, but then you feel stupid for forgiving for the rest of your life now.
And then you resent that person.
Yeah.
So I think really what's killing our relationships is social media.
100%. And I said this recently to a friend where cheating's more accessible now.
100%.
Through the internet, you could, like Backpage. You know Backpage?
Yeah, Backpage.
It just recently got shut down, but before it got shut down, it's the easiest way, especially for married men to cheat. Through their phone, they can set it up.
I don't really know too much about Backpage.
It was just Backpage? Prostitution. For everybody that doesn't know, it's prostitution through an application, through a website called Backpage.
Okay.
So you could literally order it to your house. You could go to their house, all that.
So that's just like seamless.
Yeah, exactly. You get it delivered or in-house. And it was as simple as that. So cheating is definitely easier because of the internet. Not only social media, but social media makes it easier to like just cheat with regular people. But there's also businesses.
But this is the thing, right? Does social media make cheating more accessible, or does social media make the idea of cheating more okay? And that's the question we gotta ask ourselves.
The idea of cheating.
Because just like
I didn't make it okay.
I feel like in the media, like the way sexuality is perceived, right? It made it more like, it made it okay, like to be promiscuous. Like our society right now, we may be like the most promiscuous country in the world.
I believe that. There's too much freedom and there's not enough respect.
Yeah,
that's 100%. Another thing. This country doesn't have respect the way other countries do.
100%. I think even just in the music, like the respect we have for our women. Definitely. Like, you know, I don't think if you went to Saudi Arabia, Jay-Z would have said,
and they're calling their women
those girls, I was gonna get right back.
Yeah. You don't even hear them degrade women in other countries like that.
Yeah,
they probably do, because we don't know the music in the entire world.
Yeah.
The majority of the most disgusting music definitely comes from the most liberal music comes from this country.
Yeah, like you can't even have sex with your girl to slow jams no more. It'd be like, girl, lay down. I'm about to nut in your face, pop. Like it's
now you have sex to trap.
Yeah, it's like, girl, shake that ass, pop that pussy, hoe. Like it's just, and it's an R&B singer saying that.
Exactly. So I think R&B singers are on that wave.
So I think even the bigger issue of it all is just that, like, the lack of respect.
100% is respect.
100% respect.
In other countries, I feel like, you know how religion, for example, let's say Egypt, it's predominantly Muslim.
Yeah.
So everybody's on the same page. Everybody respects the same set of rules because the majority of everybody respects the same religion and holds that religion deep. In America, there's so many different religions. I feel like majority of people are atheists in America also. So it's like everybody has different beliefs and
Majority
different...
of people are capitalists.
What's that?
That's the religion we worship in America. That's
that business?
That's money. Right? Like that's all it comes down to. We're all capitalists.
I agree. These countries, nobody's on the same page. In other countries, people are on the same page.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think we just think that if you have enough money, you can bend the rules. And that same goes back to Jay-Z. It's like, I'm Jay-Z. I know I'm about to go cheat on Beyonce, but I have enough money, so it's okay.
You know what's crazy? Celebrities usually cheat with prostitutes because it's a business transaction. They'll never come back to you.
Exactly.
But when they slip up like Kevin Hart and deal with a regular chick, come on.
Exactly.
That's how emotions get built, and that's real cheating right there.
I think it's all cheating, bro. I just realized,
it is.
like, you know, I realized like that. Number one, you can't live your relationship like you're single, and that goes for real life and social media.
100%.
Because you really got to just do whatever you would be happy, like both sides. Like, would you want your girl to do the same thing?
Yeah. If you don't post your girl or your man on your social media, it's not a real relationship.
I don't think that means anything.
You know, it's like,
it doesn't,
like
bro.
you said,
it
you
doesn't.
said acting single.
No, but I've seen this is
On
the thing, and
social media.
I've said this for years, right? You could post your girl, and the same girl who's trying to give you the business will DM you that same
100%.
picture and be like, "Cute pic."
100%, especially married men. Single women like married men because they think, what does he have that he kept this woman that well?
Chris
and
Rock
happy.
Chris Rock said it best. He was doing a stand up. He was like, if me and my boy are out to dinner and he brings his wife and he's telling me how good she is, I'm like, I want a girl just like that. But if it's women, they're gonna be like, I want that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's part of it.
Definitely. What I was saying earlier was about acting single on social media when you don't post your significant other. If it's a serious relationship and you don't post your significant other, that's kind of like acting single on social media. That's how I take it.
I guess I agree with that, but I just think sometimes, like, depending on like what you are, like, I think it doesn't really determine, like, it doesn't measure how true your relationship is, especially like if you're in a situation where your social media is for like your business or something.
Definitely.
Because people follow you, like, people love seeing pictures of me and Jazz, but people follow me for workout tips and like motivation. So like,
definitely. No, a page like that, you're all about fitness.
Yeah.
Like my videography page, I wouldn't post a picture of me and my daughter because like family has nothing to do with the videography. What I'm posting on that page is all videos.
Yeah.
It's not my personal life.
Yeah.
So a page like that, you don't need to put anything personal. I agree.
But I think the way you post, that's a different story. Like if I'm posting pictures like in my compression shorts where you can see my dick print, then that's the issue.
Definitely.
Or like if I'm out here like thirst trapping, posting pictures that I know are gonna get women of the opposite sex to comment, and I know I have a girl.
Yeah.
Or even just leaving ambiguous like captions,
Yeah. But what sucks with fitness and the whole looking good world is that sex sells. So that's the fine line between sex sells, but you want to be respectful to your significant other.
But you got to have that respect for yourself too, because like at the same point, like are people looking to train with you, or do they just want to see your body?
Definitely. Yeah. That's a big question too.
So I think this whole topic, like it definitely taught me a lot of different lessons. Like number one, I really changed the way I respected myself and my girlfriend, and I learned that to respect our relationship, I can't act like I'm single, because even though I think it's cool, like LOL, it's hurtful.
Definitely is hurtful.
And you don't realize how hurtful it is until like you see your girl crying, and then you feel like a piece of shit. I mean, you feel like a piece of shit every day.
No. I embrace my piece of shit, so I don't feel like a piece of shit. But back to the dick print thing. What about the other way? If your girl is showing a lot of cleavage or like bikini shots on her Instagram because she's showing off her body that she built and she's proud of it, Like let's say she wasn't toned and now she's toned and she's showing off bikini shots, ass shots. A selfie with the cleavage inside of like a sports bra just left the gym. How do you feel about that?
I think that goes two ways, right? Because like if you have that conversation, like you gotta, when you start the relationship, you got, because like obviously she was posting those pictures before. True. If she wasn't, it has to be a conversation. You gotta be like, hey babe, I don't feel comfortable with you posting those kind of pictures.
Yeah.
Once you've had that conversation, if she still does it, then you have a problem. Yeah. But secondly, like if you have that conversation, or like if you're cool with it Like Ice-T don't mind that Coco posts her titties in her ass.
Not at all. He met her like that.
Exactly, and he's making money off of it. So it's a conversation that you have, but that's just respect and communication.
Definitely communication, definitely respect, and it's also trust.
Trust, yeah.
Definitely.
So, I mean, I think it's just, it's just crazy, but what I would like to see happen from this Jay-Z Beyonce thing is I think sometimes, like, my pops cheated on my mom's a ton, right?
Really?
And my mom stayed with him. But the biggest thing my mom used to always say is, like, if you don't go through nothing as a relationship, that's not a real relationship if you don't got no battle wounds. So I would hope that from this Jay-Z Beyonce situation, it'll be more girls that'll be like, all right, my man might be a piece of shit, but let me try to see if we can work this out.
That's true. That might help a lot of people out in the real world.
So.
Yeah.
Would you take your girl back?
No. I'm a strong believer that people don't change. If you cheated once, it's just what you are. It's just you enjoyed it. You didn't do it because I might enjoy it. I'm bored. No, you wanted to do it. You got caught. Your girl forgave you. I feel like that gives you the green light to do it again because you're like, she forgave me once. If I do it again, like if I get caught again in like 5 years, she can't be that mad. She'll probably keep me again and forgive me because there's another 5 years we've been together. She's not going to throw that all away because I fucked up once on something she forgave me before. And that's a fact. That shit happens often.
See, I think it's like crime, right? I mean, you got people who go back to jail tons of times, and then you have some people who actually reform. So I think what has to happen is, like, your girl can't just take you back like shit's peachy. You got to go through some kind of process of regaining trust.
Definitely.
So, but I think like, if my girl cheated on me, like, I'm a realist. I'm going to be like, all right, look. What was I doing in a relationship that contributed to it? And is this something that's going to keep going on? But let's say my girl cheats with me because I was spending time with her and I didn't change jobs and I still live the same lifestyle.
Yeah.
If I can't create more time for us, then I'm going to be like, all right, this not going to work. This is the only thing that would piss me off if my girl cheated because I feel like women are such better cheaters than us that if I caught her, she would just have to be not giving a fuck.
Back to that jail example. Majority of inmates go back. There's that smaller percentage that learn and never go back.
Yeah.
Same thing with cheating. But how do you know your significant other is that small percent that learns from that mistake and not fucks up again?
Well, you gotta have trust. You gotta, like, if your relationship is worth, like, if you've been with someone, you put that time in, that's not a relationship worth just throwing away. So you gotta sit there and you really have to just be like, all right, look. I think you really gotta just sit with the person and you gotta work with them on their problem. And you gotta find out, like, it's a tough situation. You gotta have tough conversations because, like, you really gotta ask that person, like, yo, why did you cheat?
Yeah.
Sometimes it was fun to fuck. I felt good. Whatever, you know what? But, like, if you could get to that root of the problem, and it makes it easier because then you can start to fix it. But some people just get back together and don't try to fix shit because those are tough conversations that you gotta have.
It's really hard to fix something like that. It's possible.
Or either you need a sister like Solange just gonna fuck Jay-Z up in the elevator for you. Message. So if you learned anything from today,
don't be a piece of shit.
and if you are going to be a piece of shit, at least hide it for a little while. On your social media and just in your everyday life, try to be conscious of the person that you're dating and don't be out there living like you're single if you're in a relationship. Don't fake the funk.
Definitely. Social media will definitely hurt your significant other.
And don't post your ass or titties. Or in reverse, guys, don't take your shirt off with your chest out,
sweatpants, dick print,
gray sweatpants,
gray sweats with the dick print. Definitely.
Unless your girl is cool with that,
and vice versa. If your girl's okay with it, and if your man's okay with it, you guys have to communicate that.
Communication is key. Really communicate. Forgiveness too. I mean, don't be a piece of shit. Learn to forgive. All right. So
if you can forgive. Definitely forgive.
But don't drop an album about your man and put it on social media. Work through your problems together.
Yeah, don't post about it.
You don't got to drop an album. You don't need Lemonade 2.5 on my Instagram timeline.
None of that. Let's end with a few lyrics.
A is for apple.
What was you going to do?
Yeah, I was just fucking with it.
Like the great Sean
Carter.
Like the great Sean Carter once said,
you can't turn a bad girl good. Once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. So let's do the next one.
Like the great Sean Carter. Like the great Sean Carter once said.